Hey YouTube, T Holtz here. Been a long time since I made a video, so I thought I would do an update here tonight of my 20 gallon, as I've added some new fish to it, and I'm trying to get a shot of the fish that I added. I don't know if we're seeing it or not. Right there behind the angelfish is a gold nugget pleco. Trying to shine the light in on it so you can see it right there. Right there is a gold nugget pleco, right behind the dorsal fin of the angelfish. I've been looking for a gold nugget pleco for a long time, and I seen one in my local fish store. Even though they're pricey, I jumped on it. Had to bring it home. We're not getting the best view of it, but that's your spot right there, hanging out in the back of the tank. And we'll go above a little bit, and you can see a snowball pleco above the golden nugget, also on the black back glass is a snowball pleco. Having a difficult time seeing him, but there he is. You can see his tail. He's hanging out there on the back glass, getting a better view of the gold nugget. It's a beautiful fish, but you don't get too good a look at them because it's pretty much what they do. They're very nocturnal, so during the day the gold nugget hangs out right there on the glass in that spot, and you get a better view of him. You can see he's got the gold on his dorsal fin and on his tail, and on the yellow or gold spots all over his body. Very small fish at this point. That's why I have him in a 20 gallon. They do get like 5 or 6 inches. He's about 1.5 inches. I don't think he's 2 inches yet. But he is a beautiful fish. And the snowball is above him. Yeah, it's hard to see. He's all the way in the back too. That's his spot. They both hang out in the back all day. And there's my big angelfish that I have in this tank. I wanted to get the plecos first while we had a shot to see him. Now we'll go take a wide shot of the tank itself. You can see it's very heavily planted, 20 gallon high tank. If it'll focus. That's a little bit better. Let's zoom in here. Take a look at some of the other fish that are in the tank. That is a Rojo tetra. I forget exactly what the name of that was. I'd never seen him before, so I brought home 5 or 6 of them. Nice red-orange coloration. They hide in the plants. There's a black neon. That's what's left of the school of black neons that I had. I had a whole bunch of black neons, and now there's just that one left hanging in there. There are probably about 10 rummy-nosed tetras. There's one right there. And emperor tetra just swam by, as well as these barbs. I forget the name of them. But they're very brightly colored red. That's my kabamba over here in the corner. Some anubias there in that cleared out space where the fish like to hang out and swim, with more kabamba along the side. And then I have this large Amazon sword plant over here. Takes up almost half the tank. And you'll see a lot of the fish like to hang out in the Amazon sword plant. That's where the emperor tetras like to hang out. You could see the emperor tetras right there. The males have really nice finnage. They have very, there you can see the dorsal fin has like a stream coming off the top of the dorsal fin. Also a couple of streamers coming off the tails. The fin on the bottom is large. The females, of course, as usual, don't look quite as good as the males, but they're not bad looking either. That's a female right there. Same coloration as the male, they just don't have the elongated dorsal fin and the forked tail that the males have. They kind of hang out in this Amazon sword plant and just swim amongst themselves most of the day. You see, that's one of the males right there. The nubia starts right here, and it goes up across the tank here. There's also you can get a glimpse there of a Java fern there in the back. I do have one water hyacinth that's left from my pond from the summer. Almost all the water hyacinths died. This one, for some reason, is the only one that looks like this, really good. I don't know how many. I had hundreds, 100 probably, water hyacinths, and I put them in my tanks, and that's the only one that survived and looked good. I'm not sure why, but that's what happened. Last year, I had more survive than what I have now. And you see a new leaf there right in the center of the picture on that Anubias. There's actually a big piece of wood that you really can't see. It's behind all this. Java moss growing all over it. The Anubias is attached to it. And let's see. Over here, my large angelfish likes to hang out in this corner, and you see the gold nugget pleco behind him. And I'm going to take a look at the filtration. I also just recently added, because I got the gold nugget and the snowball pleco, I recently added a green killing machine UV sterilizer. Filter's dirty, but that's my Whisper 40. And Aqua Clear 30, and in the middle here is my new addition, the mini green killing machine UV sterilizer. I bought it from Amazon. I think it was like $37, something like that. I thought I would put it in this tank because the gold nugget pleco and the snowball pleco, I got about $100 invested between those two fish, so I don't want to take any chances that I might have issues with this tank. With bacteria or anything that might get those fish sick, so I figured let me get a UV sterilizer for it. The tank that we're in at the fish store, they keep it with discus, and they put their expensive plecos in that same tank, and they do have a UV sterilizer in it. So I thought it wise to do that here. There you see the emperor tetras. They're really a nice fish. Wish we could see more of the rummy nose, but they're all hiding back in here in the plants. They're in there. I'm sure there's difficult to see, difficult to count, but there is probably 10 or 12, something like that. You'll never know it, but they're in there. Let's go around back and see if we can get one more shot of the gold nugget. And we'll zoom in here if we can. Here we go. And the angelfish, of course, is going to want his camera time there. That's the gold nugget, and you can see there's the snowball. There you get a view of the snowball. Not a very good view, but there he is. He hangs out back there. Alright, YouTube. Like I said, it's been a long time since I made a video, and since I got some new and interesting fish for this tank, I thought I'd get an update out there. Please subscribe if you haven't already. Leave a comment if you like. Thanks for watching.